going, everyone? So we're off out on another trip. Gonna go somewhere new today. Gonna go somewhere, it's about just over an hour away. And it's called Brammerton, and we're gonna go down to the Woods End part. So what I'll do is I'll keep bringing you in and out, showing you bits and pieces on the way. I'll show you down the track and through past the pubs and the edge of the river and stuff like that on the way in, because that's quite a nice part. And let's do the journey and hopefully catch some fish. Yeah! So as you can probably tell, it's very, very windy today, 40 plus mile-an-hour winds. Trees coming down all over the place. Wheelie bins flying about. You can see a trampoline flying across the field. So yeah, it's pretty rough. So we've got to find somewhere out of the wind. Somewhere sort of safe to fish. Do a little field stop. Lovely jubbly, all filled up. So that's all a bit of the dual carriageway all sorted, and that part of the journey all done. You know, coming through the little lanes. We'll be down by the river pretty soon, just at the bottom of this road. It's a nice area to come down and have a meal and stuff like that as well. Not just fishing, lots of boats more up as well. Definitely worth an explore if you want a day out, go for a walk, that sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a lot more exploring around the Broads, different areas that I haven't been to this year as well. I've already been looking, got lots of new spots, all in the notes and stuff, so I know exactly where I'm going to be going and stuff. It's never ending really, that travelling around the Broads, there's all sorts of things to see. And once I get my boat on the water as well, my big boat, there'll be even more to see. Be able to see all the places that you can get to by boat that you can't by car, which will be cool. Just down the bottom here then. Looking at all these woods and stuff like that, I bet there's loads of deers and foxes and animals all in this woods and heaths and stuff. Probably all sorts to see. Loads of nice walks and stuff. Come down here yourself and you fish down here yourself, let us know in the comments below how you get on and what methods you use and what you catch. We can compare notes. See some umbrellas and stuff. That's the bit where you're setting up your meal and your beers and stuff. Which means the river's right there. Quite nice to me. The bumps down here are really rough, so be careful when you're doing that. Oh, got people out there water skiing. There's actually a water skiing area to the left there. You wouldn't think that on the Broads, would you? But there's actually a little area there where you're actually allowed to go water skiing. It's not looking too bad. We're going to have a bit of wind, but we knew that. Tide's quite low down, which is a bit of a shame, but there's nothing we can do about that. Got to fish the time we've got available. As you can probably see, you just see the top of these boats when the tide's in. It'll come up another about half a metre. Not sure if it's going down or up today. Some lovely holiday homes to my right. But you can rent some of these out as well. If you're coming down this way, this bump in front of me here doesn't look much, but on the other side the road's all sunk. So go over it very slowly, or you end up with your back axle on the floor. I've done it twice myself already. That makes it right scrape. See, it's a nice area. Oh, some people are cruising down the river on boats already. Didn't think there'd be too many people out today with the high winds, but some people still go out. We've got to hope we can get one of the free swims now. Basically where I am now, to my left, there's 3 different swims along the bank. There's a whole Woods End bit up here where you can park your boat and stuff like that, but you're not allowed to fish until winter, which is a bit of a pain. People do, but we're not going to. Oh, there's actually someone in my swim. Damn. So as you can clearly see on that sign there, it says no fishing at this time of year, but as you saw, there's plenty of people fishing on there already. But we're not going to. I don't want to get loads of stick in the comments and stuff. We're going to fish on the swims in the river where you're meant to. So I'll try and show you later on the main swim I was going to go in. There's one here. You have to climb down the bank, as you can see. Might have a little go in there, but it's very tight. Hard for casting and stuff. And then There's a bigger one this side. Should probably make more sense. It's going to put us in the wind a little bit, but we could always go down there till the tide comes up. That'll take us out of the wind. Give us lots of options to fish under the trees and stuff. It's fairly shallow close in round here though. So let's get some gear out and try some different methods and see what fish we can find. So this is us, all sat in there, got the feeder right up here ready to go out, got the drop shot and rod to the side there, filming gear's all there, cameras, lenses, phone, all sorts all in the bag, baits. So, welcome in. Let's see what we can do. Put a feeder out in the middle, work our way back in or across, whatever we need to do. Trying to stay out of this wind, not too bad down here, hopefully you can hear me. Gonna put some worms on this drop shot rig. Show you this. If you're not sure what drop shot is, it's basically you have a weight, all different sizes and different shapes on the bottom. Hook that sticks out to the side, like so, and then you put worms or a fake little rubber fish on there, etc. We'll do another video explaining that another day. We'll do a how-to one, put that on the channel. Loads of nice juicy worms. I'll whack one of them on. Basically end up with a rig like that with a nice wiggly worm. You haven't got a trace that's actually connected to the line. And then what you do is basically put it in and gently bob it around, flicking the worm like so to see if you can get a bite. We'll do a bit of that in a minute. Put that down there. Get the feeder. I think we'll put the feeder on a worm to start with as well. Watch out for boats coming down the river. You can probably see the speedboat down there, I'm not sure. Be careful, I might even get a bite just down the side here. Don't know how deep it is there, I've never fished here before. So, hard to tell. We'll soon work things out. The swim or water fish is a bit further down that way, but more near the car, but this swim's quite nice to be fair. So whacking a worm on like so, got the feeder. Got two lots of feed here today, different ones. Got Andy Tigger Fishing's one, which is that one there he used. Because he's not going to use it up, so what better use it before it goes off. I've got my own one here, which I'll use first. Because obviously I'm confident in that and I know what it does. Oh, we're getting a bite on the old drop shot down here. I think we've even got a fish on it. Just down there into the... I'm going to go like just off the centre with this to start with. Put it there. Give you some different angles later on so you can see some bites and stuff. I think we've got a fish on here. Oh, we did it. We had a little perch. Even got the bait. So let's get a worm on again. It's clearly going to work. Thought it might. It's that sort of place. Thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm doing a lot of feeder fishing because I like doing feeder fishing in the Broads, so I thought I'd do a different method. This is called drop shot. Worm on again. And just have a little knock around down here and see if we can entice some fish, shall we? Or the old hands. Basically you just tap it around. Entice a perch. The intended targets. Got a bite. give it a little flick. Make some grab hold of it. Quite shallow right down there, I'm surprised they're that close in. It's all good. We'll go further out. Fish on. It's only small, but shows how good the method is. The good thing about the hooks being like this, they can't swallow it. The old players like to do that. So, whoop. You're getting fishy. I know it's only tiny, but there you go, Mr. Perch. Let's have another go and see if we can get one a lot bigger. Keep twitching and shaking the worm and then just stop. Quite often like so, they'll take the bait. If they stop, just give it a little flick, just to nudge it. Oh, you would get a bite like that, but I missed it. I think we just had a tap on the feeder rod. See that corner of the eye then. Fish just crashed on the surface over there, I reckon they'd ride. Might have lost a worm. No, we haven't. Let's try it directly in front of us in a bit deeper water, see what's there. Give it a little while to sink here because it's quite deep. A few little turns on the reel or just a little tap at the tip of the rod. You need the right sort of rod for this sort of thing. I'm using a Savage gear and reel. Very nice light tip. Here we've got a tap on the feeder. I think it's just a small fish. Been round if the bream took it. Sitting there struggling with my eyes. I need to get my sunglasses, I think. Certainly don't need this, it's very hot. So we've got the old sunnies on. Let's get back down here with this. The feeder already is tapping. It's not going round, I think it might just be the wind. Could just be a little fish attacking the feeder. recast with that in a minute. Let's see if we can get another fish on here. So we'll go right side of that tree, shall we? I don't know where any snags or anything are under here, but sure we're going to find out if there is any. There's fish on the surface. Method you have to work at, you don't just catch every single cast. You have to make the fish want to take it and find the fish in the first place. Closer in, what I'd expect. Oh, that was a good bite. I had the worm. Yeah, took the worm before it did. That was a really vicious bite. I reckon that was a good perch. On a smaller one. Yeah, like this. You have to try and get the worm sort of a fair bit of it on the hook, or they just pull the ends off. You don't actually hook them. These drop shot hooks are fairly big, to be fair. But that's good in a way because so they don't swallow it. Just need to have a recast with this feeder, I think. Still got bait, which I'm surprised about. We're getting little taps. But we've got to build up a swim, we ain't got the bait out there yet. The ground bait was. Take a little while to get it going properly. So with him, we've got a flow going that way at the moment. Right, let's see if we can get one of these fish down here. They're definitely in that same spot most of the time. A bit awkward, you've got nowhere to put your feet. It's a bit of a tight spot. Might be able to move my chair back to that. Oh, that was a good bite. Not good enough to hook up, I don't think, though. No, damn. Some of the smaller fish just drag at the worm. Ooh. Good knock on the feeder. That's the only trouble fishing 2 rods. All them fish jump. That was a really good rattle on the feeder and then it stopped. It's still there. I'm getting a bite literally down here. I'm going to plonk that just there for a second and concentrate on this feeder. Hopefully we'll hook up. Or will once I get this out and settled later on. We've had a couple of fish on there. I'll fish the feeder more seriously and once we get a bit of bait going out there, we should hopefully attract a shoal of fish. A really sharp bite I got, so I'm guessing that was a brooch. It's still there. Might be attacking the feeder. I'll bring you around this side in a little while and show you some bites and stuff. Hopefully we can get this one. I think we missed it, unless it's tiny. No, we missed it. Damn. Good little knock as well. Just got a very basic rig on here today, just literally a sliding feeder between 2 weights and about a foot hook length. But I do actually make up rigs and have certain rigs that I normally put on the bottom of these, so I'll show you that in another video. Because I'm changing these all over to braid at the moment. I've done this one, which I absolutely love. Put the J braid on there, which is absolutely excellent. Got a bite on that rod actually. Oh, damn! We had a half decent fish on. What happened there? That's the thing, concentrate with 2 rods. That was quite a nice perch, that was. You can see it because the water's nice and clear down here, and I've obviously got the Polaroids on. I can see quite way into the water, I can actually see the bottom down the edge, no problem. A bit further out, whereas 3-4 foot into the weed. Buds landing on me off the trees now. Right, let's have a see if we can get this perch just knocking us about down here. They're normally in some sort of shoal, there's normally a few of them. Oh, straight away. That one just went as well. Let's concentrate on this one for a minute. Feel every little vibration, every little tap, every little fish is just grabbing the worm. Like that. Fish on. Got the net there, but I think we can just about lift this one. Once they get sort of much bigger than that, you really want to just get the net in on them. I think with these hooks there, really good. They just go in the side of the lip and you don't get no problems. See if he'll let us hold him. Oh, feeder rod's really rattling. Come on, fishy. There we go. It's the perch. Nothing too huge, but another fish. And that's what it's all about. Obviously, that'd be lovely if we get a much bigger one. Get some really good bites on this feeder, but we're not hooking up. It's because I'm not concentrating properly, I don't think. I might just move the feeder slightly further away from the hook length in a minute. I might have to reset that because I've got it fixed. But at least we've got some fish feeding out there, which will be good for later on when it all calms down and we have our little evening session on the feeder. At the moment I'm just waiting for, saying that, it's quite overcast, it's not bright to be fair. It's ideal really. That'll get even better in the next 2 hours. And then we'll come off this and concentrate on the feeder. Just wanted to catch a few like this and just show you a different method. Oh, look at that, it's thumping already. Really thumping. That's probably hooked, that one. Shouldn't get a bite that close in, but we might do. Just see if this is on, because it's absolutely thumping. See what the culprit is. The culprit is a little perch. Tiny little baby one. Quite cute, but not what we're after. See, that's the difference. When you ain't got them big hooks, the little perch take it right in, which is not what you want. That can be a pain to get out as well. Let's move the hook to the front, that's good enough for me to get it. Oh, lovely. Just a little tiny one. And away it goes. Went off like a rocket. So we got perch out in the middle of the river there as well. Then. We'll put this out with no feed this time and see what we get, shall we? Guessing we had a bite down there because that nicked me new worm. We'll go for a much smaller worm this time and just see if we can hook up a lot easier. Gonna go just down there. It's quite deep. Just what? Rod length and a half out, and this is a 7-foot rod. Everyone's shouting about down there. They're very impressed with the old skiing boat. It's an actual proper skiing area there. There you go. Wheel boats. That was a bit close to me, wasn't it? It comes straight out of the water. Got the worm though, didn't it? The crafty. Ooh, that's rattling again. That's basically how the worm how the hook sit. Nice and sideways. How we want that, shall we? Move that being down a bit, I think. Oh, that one's thumping. That's better, you want it kicking out like that, not actual sideways. Trouble is you get for quite a lot of worms doing this. You want a big tub, one of the big tubs, in there, $8.99, something like that, for 100 odd. Normally I'd chop these up, but I haven't got the old scissors with me right now. I could pull a fur apart there without any problem. Be nice if we could find a nice big one. That one's thumping. That's finding them. I'm guessing that fish is on because that's really thumping. Good fun fishing 2 rods there. Oh, look at this man. Oh, nearly had a fish on both rods at the same time, man. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? I'd actually done that in France before with 2 30-pound carp. That was pretty crazy. And he had to come around and give me a hand and take one off. Take one of the rods off me. Right. I'm going to put some corn on to stop the perch feeding on this rod, and then if I do go there, there'll be a bream or tension, something like that, hopefully. A nice roach. Groundbait stays in the feeder, lovely. Spot on. Sort of feeding just before the, probably half a rod length before the centre, and then the actual centre. So I'm trying to draw the fish this way and get them just out of the middle flow. Well, just this side of it if possible. So feed them in the middle to get them there, and then gradually bring them towards you. You won't have to cast so far, you don't have to play them so far. You don't scare the shoals too much, etc. How we can miss some of these points. Just boom, 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 boom. It's great fun fishing 2 rods at the same time. Do 2 different methods. Makes you really alert what's going on, watching that one, watching this one. You certainly don't get bored. Not that I get bored sitting on the boards anyway. I quite happily sit back and look at the scenery. But I know if that one goes now, that should be a good fish. Not many perch takes week on. Very deep right in front of me. I'm getting quite a big reed bed in front of me, so I haven't really. Oh, there we go, got a fish on it there. This is a better one. Just around the edge of the wee bed I was with that one. I'm on a net for this really. I reckon I can just lift it. Normally I'd net it. Ooh. Much better fish. Love. See how the hook just pops out? Such a good method. Ow. There we go. Mr. Perch. Lovely job. Let's get him back. Thank you, Mr. Perch. Maybe a little bit more. see one fluttering about. Oh, just had another really good day. So normally perch don't sit there on their own. The bigger ones sometimes hang around in 3s and 4s and stuff like that. Oh, get some really good bites down here. Ripping it right down, but not hooking. Cool, them trees are blowing about. Gotcha. Just a little tiddler. Feel every little vibration on this braid, it's really nice. Tiny, just hooked in the side of them, but whoa! He decided to go for a jump in a groundbait. Try not to put your fish back into exactly where you're fishing, try and put them upriver or downriver slightly. Right, we've got a tiny little bit of worm on now. I'm going to try that, just see what it does, just in case. I keep thinking there's a boat coming, but it's not. That's the speedboat whipping up and down the river. Oh, that literally went straight away. Crazy. Right, let's spin you around so you can see the feeder rod as well, shall we? Not much is really happening on the sweet corn at the moment. Throw that very well. Go back to a small worm. Definitely need your boots down in the swims like this. They're really muddy because when the tide's right up, the water comes onto here, especially on really big tides. Decent depth out of that. Hopefully you can seal that quite nicely. Break a couple of these worms up and put them on and see what that's like. That was a good fish. Really good fish that's come up then. Might have been a pike though, actually taking a rod or something. Ooh. That was a really good splash. Probably a good area to do a bit of piking in the winter, I reckon. We're going like that this time. Chopped up a couple of bits of worm. Go to the other side of this weed bed this time. Braid's gone over the top of it. With the braid, you have to be very careful. Get over the top of it. It'll soon not happen, and you have to restart. The best way for me to deal with that is to cast it across the river. Like so. I'm taking my line out. Get it all back onto the reel quite nicely, and I want it. It's a good thing about the quality of braids. You can have a tiny little weight like that on, you can flick it out with one finger and end up the other side of the river. They are definitely good and worth the money. Got a lot of debris coming down the river, branches, whole roots and all sorts of stuff. see what's down here this time, shall we? So we really want, you know, that's what Andy was using the other day. Let me finish it off what he had. Actually just, very just simmer worms. Will be 3+ foot down. Every little tap. See him flutter. Be nice to see a fish go. Tap there. Agitate it. Seem to have moved from down there. Let's go over here a bit. Let me know if the old tip go. It's got a tap now, well, isn't it? Looks like the perch have moved a bit. It's all part of this method, you have to just cover as much water as you can. Looking it around. Ended up in some weed there. Alright, let's have a go down to this side of us. We haven't tried that yet. Oh, big bite on that. Whoa! Lovely bite. Something bumped on that then. Still there. I had my bait already. Hope we don't concentrate on. Oh! Whatever that was, nearly rubbed that out of my hand. I mean, it's still there, whatever that is. Unless they're hitting the feeder. I left that a bit long, but I thought that took a bait. What do we got? Little perch. So I was only flicking. That's all we seem to be finding at the moment, little perch. Well, we had a couple of okay ones, haven't we? Yeah, up there. Oh, just a little tiny one. Can't seem to get anything different. I'm certainly keep trying. A big boat coming down the river. Obviously maybe it's going to be off there. Nice big cruiser. That was just the wake of that boat. Right. A bit close, but did have a few tugs on this. When it was down there, when I picked it up, there was a fish. Fish on. They give such a good little bite. Really want to get through these and find some big ones, but I do like the bites. Thank you, little fishy. Always check your hook afterwards when you get a bite. Quite often don't kick out to the side, they move. Another boat coming down the river. A bit more busy now. And trees are certainly flapping them out. Bit over to that area, you can feel it dragging through. Spin around and more up just down there, by the looks of it. seems to have moved a bit. Let's go this way again. Seem to have moved. I can't get a bite now. Maybe the boats have disturbed him a bit. Still got plenty of bait. Right, let's go. Let's cover some distance, shall we? Let's get out of there. Get it on the bottom. Just takes a little while for it to sink because we've only got a tiny weight on. You can see there's all sorts of weed coming through and bits of branch and all sorts from this wind. Just making sure nothing's getting loose and going to come down on my head. Pretty rough out there. Probably don't look at here, but that's the idea, that's why I'm down here. We had a good bite then. Right, let's put that down there. Still there. Maybe that's just a small fish here. We have got a fish, but we had a branch at the same time. We've got a little perch as well. Little perchy. Can't seem to get anything else. Alright, let's try a different spot. Go further into the river this time, more into the centre, maybe even 3/4. Just to see if that changed species for us. Be careful how of the boats. Don't seem to be able to find out where that shoal of perch are gone now. We found a couple earlier, didn't we? But can't seem to find out where they moved to now. They'll be back, and they might have moved off for the night. Excuse me. The old hay fever. That's the trouble. Once I start, I end up sneezing like 50 times. Coming down the middle of the river, go through that line in the right spot. Perch has definitely moved off. There you go. Let's go in this wee bit again. We're down there, and the boats are away. Wiggle. Whoa, that's a good boy. Oh no, that's all the massive reeds coming down the river, I think. Got caught on it, I think. think it was. That's the only trouble with fishing out in the middle. Got to go past all the massive bits of debris coming down the river. Drop it short again, I don't want to be getting caught in that every time. It's a bit of pain. So, bait boys today, we've got the old sweet corn, loads of worms, one of my mixers, some wrigglers. Just put a lovely half a bucket of groundbait out. So just over a quarter of the way across for the old feeder, so it's probably about 8 balls, decent sized cricket balls. So hopefully that will start to build a swim, ready to fish some big baits on this feeder. It's the heron over there, standing on the edge of the river, waiting to dive in for his dinner. Probably going to go after some of them rod and roach and keep surfacing. So I'm still getting plenty of perch on the old drop shot. Just thought I'd bring you in and show you one. I'll show you a few more in and out the video as well. I've just put the feeder rod out. We're taking it a bit more serious now. We've got a little groundbait and that down there. We've got big baits on it, double corn, stuff like that. So let's see if we can get some bites. Well, we just landed a roach. First fish out on the feeder out there. Starting to get a few bites where we groundbaited up. It's quite a nice fish. Not a bad start. There we go. Just a roachy. Lovely jubbly. Even better again. Slip him down the side here. Nice. It's starting to rain on me now, which is a bit of a pain. But we have got the brolly in the car. I think I'll have to walk back and go and get it. So we've got both feeder rods out now. We've got the tiny short hook lengths on them. So we'll feed out each cast again now. This is the first cast, we're going to do the feeders. Set the reel in and the ray cast. And hopefully we should start getting some bites. Doing some corn at the moment. Big rod at that end of the groundbait, small rod at this end of the groundbait. Should give it some bite. Not if we can well. Won't be tonight, it'll be middle of the night by the time I get in. That'll be very soon, it'll be tomorrow. Someone's coming in that way now, so I'll start to cover it in. See if we can get a bite. Point on the little one, like that. I got the longer one a bit too short, not really out what I need to do. Plenty of fish coming up on the surface and stuff. Still quite windy, but put it down in a lovely dip there before I came in. Never had to use the braid before for feeder fishing, so that's interesting. White should be good. Shame the wind bounces everything about, but doing the best we can. switch one over onto worm in a minute. See what we can find with that. I reckon the bait went off this one. We had a bite literally that settled on the bottom, didn't it? Not too long after. Too much bait into it. I said this earlier on, I think there's a fair bit out there still. Quite deep out there. Good 10-12 foot. She had a couple of roach off camera as well. Similar stuff to what I showed you earlier. Thought some other stuff might have moved in. Not fairly soon. And the evening's starting to kick in a bit. Well, we've got a bite on the way down. Look. On the big rod then. Which one's going to go first? Fish on, everyone. Only a small one, I think. Yeah. Just a little perch. Can't seem to get past it. We're getting the odd roach. Not too nice roach, and then we're just getting lots of these little perch. Stick it in a bit. Give that. Nice too. Little perchy. No bream or tench or nothing like that turned up yet. While we found, while we whacked in a load of groundbait. You can only catch what bites. Just keep trying to get on the spot. So it's going to be snaggy down there and weedy, so that's good. You just want some bigger fish to move in, that's all. It's getting a bit chilly, I might have to go to the car in a minute and get me a suit. It's getting quite cold. Sun's coming down here again. Little mosquito-y things are being a pain. It's just sort of sitting back like this at the moment. I ain't doing most of it now. Getting bites probably every 5 to 10 minutes. bite on the robber just about out again already. Never guessed that a perch just found that big worm already. That's a really good knot, that's probably a rope. Dropped it down short just to see if there was anything sitting close in, but hasn't really done anything. In trouble with the spray. Trace, so we'll be now on. We'd get the bigger fish to move in a bit easier than this there. I want to walk right up the top then. Really annoying, both rods are going, but not enough to cook into anything. What I can tell is lots and lots of small fish here. Taking it now. Always the best. Pick it up and that's it. Well, just had a little rough come in on one of the worm baits. Can't seem to find any bigger fish. Mr. Perch coming in. Not a bad fish. Lovely jubbly. Nice bite. Look at that. That was good timing, wasn't it? Slack limey by the looks of it. Let's see if we can get it. Getting some good bites on the wall. Look at that. Getting some good bites on this long rod. It's pumping well. I'm going to let it go a little bit. I've had 2 or 3 bites like this now and I'm not hooking up. That's slack limey this time, so let's see if we can get it. Looks like a roach. Looks like a better fish. Actually quite off them. I might have gone from the other line, I think. Should be right. It's fine, but I don't think it's nothing too crazy. Oh! Come off right there. Oh, no way. That was a nice nettable sized roach. Oh, damn. Get back out there while they're down. Oh, I can't believe that. shame, wasn't it? Well, it was a shame. Getting the bite quite quickly, so let's get it back out there and see if that happened again. I had 3 on the trot within a few seconds of cast. So. Couple of really good pumps. Quite get the same spot. There's enough out there, I should find it. Easy one. I cast this one somewhere completely random out down the river. See if I can find something else. Flow, but that should be okay. I'm always tempted to recast it on one again. If I can see it out. Just get in the spot then. That's not way around. Nothing worse than being on a spot you don't feel as confident of being on. You've got bait. Yeah. Perfect. Let's get on the head where we want this time, shall we? Spot on. Right. Oops, there's a rod going. Let's see if that one goes quickly this time. Sun's now going sort of down in the background over there, but it's not very good to be fair. It's not a great sunset. Still plenty of fish rising. Only little rod in it. I've got the little piker having a feast. One just went again then, you probably saw. Quite chilly sitting there now. I could just walk down the road and get the soup really. Oh, big rod's going, so it doesn't take long. And look up. It's on. Right over there. Sometimes you just got to have a go and just see if there's a shoal in a different area. Even though I've fed all there. I could have fed an area with a place that they don't like hanging out. Big old, quite big for a rough, to be fair. We had a few of these on the board, so it's been quite good size. There's the hook maybe. Need to do the call on them as well, not the perch as well. Oh, keep still, and what show you. There you go, this is rough. Oh, the rod's going. Thump, 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 thump. Can you get it? That's really good. Pump it in and then we'll whack it on. Fish on. There's like a roach bite. Doesn't mean it is, but it's not all jaggedy like it. Yeah, it's hard to tell, I think. Decent sized perch go a bit crazy sometimes as well. There we go. In there, there's the net for that one. Don't get me wrong, it's not crazy, but it's nice. Not bad at all. Lovely job. Hopefully they'll keep getting bigger and bigger. I'm quite happy with that. Keep touching the top of the bowl, so I don't always grab my tail. Put this line and stuff like that. So we're finding some bigger roach, but don't seem to be able to find anything above that. Of course, okay, roach. Roach are pretty cool. I've had some big ones in my time. Most years on the board. It'd be nice to get some conkers tonight if they're out there. That was a little bit hectic. We had a fish on both rods within a couple of minutes, didn't it? I'm going to flick it back out over that way again. Just because it was rough, don't mean there ain't something else out that way. Pretty surprised that the bait had stopped. You've got some bream and stuff, haven't they? Maybe they don't feed till after dark. Who knows? New spot. Completely new part of the board, miles and miles away from where I normally fish. Sometimes you just have to learn the spot. I'm normally pretty good at finding the bigger fish and working my way around the river and finding the shoals. I think I can safely say I don't think there's any bream down in front of it at the moment. Or anything like that. It's not taking long to get a bite now, starting to dull, which is a good thing. It'd be nice if we can find some bigger ones. Fish on. With a lovely bite, but I bet you that's one of them runs. Or a small perch. Such good fun with the braid. Feel every little thing feels like a shark. There you go, look. Another rough. bump on the rod, it feels really good. It's good fun. Okay. I'm a little rough. Some people a bit further up now. Turned up and setting up, and maybe this is the time of night to be here. I'm just sort of working my way along the river line, just trying to find different shoals. You don't really want to catch loads of rough. I have worked out that quite a bit of weed, so sometimes I have to work to keep calm. It's way too long, especially if you've had a bite. It's a shame that there's nothing down there, or nothing big down there on all the bait we put out there. But not yet, anyway. Spot on cast again for where we get that big rope back. Find something down there quickly. Walk on back down on this bait. Oh, whoa, lovely. There's a rod right there. Fish on. The action is starting to hot up a bit. Because it's not on one of them rough. I don't mind catching them, but you know, catch some other stuff. Oh, there's something different. That's good. Hey, that's the roach. Ooh. Fun, huh? Hey, no. There you go. That's the roach. A fair bit of action. Yeah. Not the species I was expecting, not the pattern, we get fish. It's nice to get some big brain attention. We are getting bobbies and we are getting fish. Put that back on the spot where the roach was. That roach will come from. I'll take the other one going in a minute. Something nice. Here we go, just a bit longer. I managed to strike that with a good thing. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm bringing in the slack line and waiting for the bite. Try to get the point. Working. Blowing everything all over the place. And catching all the lines and pushing up in the air and all. What? Took the bait. Maybe this one again. Oh, the other one is behind there. More full of hands now. Around those like struts. I think I missed that actually, this is tiny. And I put it out this time about 20 grams. Pigeons in the fight up in the trees there. Well, I'm getting plenty of bites. I'm getting quite a few of them rough that I've been showing you, and I've had a few more roach. But believe it or not, just down there, there's two people swimming on little belly board type things. So we're down on one rod, and snapped up another rod. And the rest of the gears in the car. Got hooked on a tree trunk down there, a bit of a pain. Had to whack the old lights on, it's getting dark. Tested out the old lights. Quite it's gone a bit quiet. Nice and good, I can see exactly what I'm doing, that's good. The lights there and obviously attract the bugs. But some really big fish rolling. Don't know what they are. I don't know if they're little jack pike or what they are. They're certainly not at the bottom piece. They ain't small. You see them splash. There's been probably 4 or 5 now. Plenty of small ones, but 4 or 5 of them have been really decent. On this one, this stuff. Got there. Quite disappointed that something's moved in on that. Ooh, on the all the groundbait I put down there. Got a fish down there, there's roach and birds and stuff down there. You can get them every cast if you put a couple of maggots on, but I'm trying to find a few bigger ones now. Well, we've got something on here, guys. Pull them back. It's all good. A long time coming. What have we got? Mr. Brain. Finally found the brain. Nice. Oh. Not bad, not bad. Oh, could come out. Cool, that was a lucky one. Just steal one up now. Hold him up for you. Lovely job. Mr. Brain. Awesome. Took a long while to get him. But we did. Put him back and see if he's got any mates. Wow, the old tide's been really coming in. I didn't even realise till I just see water coming up onto the bank through there. It's come up a good half a metre and it's now starting to come under here. It's going to wash us off a bank. Good job I noticed that. I'll be getting wet. Be taking up fairly soon now anyway. I'm just going to have a last couple of casts. Now I know my lights and stuff are good. I've got my light right over there at the moment and I've got it on like, I think it's on 24%, something like that. That's mega bright. Rod's over here. Well, Mr. Rough. Getting a few of these, I just thought I'd bring one in and show you again. I'm getting washed right off the bank here, it's really coming in. Starting to cover my feet and stuff, so I think I'm going to call it a night before I get completely washed off. So I'm going to literally come all the way along here and I won't be able to do anything. It's coming in very quickly as well, every sort of, I don't know, every 5 minutes it's getting deeper and deeper. So I'm going to move all the stuff back and stop myself from getting flooded off the bank. So everyone, I thought I'd just show you what's what. I'm up on the much higher bank up the top here. I was fishing down there. As you can see, the water's covering all the bank and down there where the light is. So if you do fish here, this whole bank will get completely flooded out. But there is some steps, which I'm now going to go down and get my light. So we'll go down them and walk through the water, and I'll show you the steps on the way up. They're not really steps, they're roots, but that's where you walk up and that takes you up to the top, which is hard work with your lights. All the filming gear. And we are back at the car. Stuff is everywhere. The car's absolutely full of all sorts. Did a good old sort out. Whew, so we're back in the car. So we got washed off the bank. I mean, I could have fished from up the top here, but it's so windy. The idea was to get down the bottom of the bank and get so the wind went over my head. So that wouldn't have made sense for me to come up the top here. You wouldn't be able to hear me speak or anything. So, hope you enjoyed that. I've now got the hour, 15-minute journey home. Looking forward to something to eat. I haven't eaten for, I don't know, 6-7 hours now. It's been a while. Nice hot chocolate sounds good as well. So, appreciate you watching. Thanks very much. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if this is the sort of thing you like. Do all sorts of things on the channel, so definitely worth a look. And I'll see everyone in another video or another live very soon. Hope you all have a good week. I'll see you soon, everyone. See you later.